What's going on, guys? It's your boy Yonka bringing you a new video, and today I am showing you the best class setups in competitive Call of Duty in my opinion. Now this is related to SNDs, so if you're coming here for respawn classes, this is solely for SNDs. So jumping right into it, my first class here is my M8 class. This is pre-patched because I do assume that Brecci will get banned. This is my first class, the M8. As you can see with the ELO, I see lots of people run the Reflex sight. I don't really like that sight just because I find it's too big, and I find my with it coming up over the top, I lose a little bit of sight there, which can obviously lead to a death. So I do like the ELO sight. I run it with quick draw and stock because grip's not needed when you're playing S&D. All your kills are going to be pretty much one or done. You're not really going to need grip for the M8. It's so steady already as it is. Moving on to the secondary, I run the 205 Brecci. This gun is pretty good. Obviously, you guys know how good it is. It's ridiculous. Not even just pretty good. It's ridiculous. This gun literally is better than a submachine gun close range. It kills in 2 shots every time, sometimes 1 shot if they're weak. You just whip this out with the fast hands, and you pretty much have a kill every time. Whenever you run into a building or anything, all you have to do is hip fire with it. So the 205 Brecci is a must-have, even though it's probably going to get banned, and I know you guys might roast me for having this other class. This class is mandatory because when you're playing wages or anything, people are going to be using this gun against you. So if you're not using it back against them, most likely you're going to lose a gunfight close range. Moving on to the perks, we have Fast Hands, Blast Presser, and Dead Silence. Blast Presser and Dead Silence are obviously mandatory, and I do run that Fast Hands just so you can change the class. If you need to change the guns quick, you can change it nice and quick. All right, let's jump on to our second class here. The second class, I do have another M8 class just because the M8 is so good. The M8, I have the exact same class as the first one, except I put on that long barrel. The long barrel I put on instead of grip because long barrel increases your range on the gun long range, so you're going to get the kill quicker. Like I said before, the grip is honestly not mandatory because the gun is already so good with how steady it is. So the long barrel really helps out on maps maybe like Stronghold, where you're on B-bomb looking across map. Infection is a good one for long barrel. There's a lot of good maps out there that need long barrel if you're going to play back and watch flanks or watch spawns or whatever. So long barrel is mandatory, and all the rest of the classes are the same. So I'll just chop into the third class here for you guys. All right, so the third class, I know it says custom class too, but that's just because I copied the class. The third class I have for you guys is the SVG Overkill with Akuda. Obviously, I run that thermal scope because I find the thermal scope is the best in the game. I don't like the default scope of this weapon. I don't like the barracks. I don't like recon or elo. I think elo is actually banned. I'm not sure, but yeah. So I do run the thermal sight. Thermal sight's really good because you can see them. If sometimes I find I don't see them right away, but I look into the thermal and I can see a little peep of their head. So the thermal really helps with the orange body figures. It helps get kills. I run the fast hands with Akuda because Akuda I find is better than the VMP close range. It scopes in so quickly that you don't even need to run quick draw on it if you have fast hands. It still scopes in quicker than the VMP if you're coming up from a sprint. The gun's ridiculous, melts. I find when I play off host, I always use this class because it just honestly is so good. And then for perks, I run Cold Blooded, Blast Presser, and Dead Silence. Obviously, Blast Presser and Dead Silence are mandatory in S&D. I don't need to say that again, probably. And I run that Cold Blooded because if you're running a sniper class looking for picks, I assume there's also going to be another sniper looking for you. And if he's running that thermal, this Cold Blooded blocks you from being seen by their thermal. So it kind of screws them up, messes with them a little bit. So I throw on a Cold Blooded here. No perks on the Kuda and no perks on, or no attachments on the SVG. All right, so the fourth class, I have a nade class because nades are honestly unreal in this game. There's a couple maps where I utilize nades, maps like Infection, throwing over the hill. I use nades on Stronghold a lot. I use nades on Hunted a lot. So this class is really good. This is more of a rushy class because if you're rushing, you're going to try and nade that spot and rush into that spot to get it for your team. So I do throw in the double nades. I start off with the gun, sorry. I have the VMP, Quick Draw, and Grip. Quick Draw and Grip are really good with this gun. I find it has a lot of recoil, and I would want to scope in quick if I'm rushing, so I threw on the Quick Draw. Sometimes I run the long barrel if I'm not running the 2 nades. Like say if I'm playing a certain map where I don't want nades, I'll adjust this class just a little bit to long barrel without the 2 nades. But I do have the 2 nades on right now, so obviously I'm running that Danger Close perk with double frag and fast hands, dead silence, and blast presser. And also, guys, these classes are for GB, S, and D. So there is some There is some games like I think on UMG, certain stuff is banned that's not on GB, but on GB as of March 29th, this is all eligible. So yeah, guys, this is my SM nade class, and hopefully this is a good class to run for you guys because nades are honestly so strong. So if you learn the pre-nade spots, I'm sure there's a few videos out there for you guys to watch. If you learn the pre-nade spots and you throw nades there, you will get kills and it will help your team win. And moving on to the final class is a straight up Kuda class. Now this class I do have a nade on, 2 nades on it again, but the difference about this class is I have flak jacket on and tac mask. This is my class I use if I need to nade something and I feel like I might get naded myself. I also always like to have one tac mask class just in case if someone is feeling like throwing stuns in the game. I always run this Kuda class. Sometimes if like on the only map I run change this class is Infection, I change the Kuda to the M8 and I take off one of those nades and I put on an elo sight. Here, I'll just do it for you guys quickly just so you can see. I take off this gun, I throw on the M8 and I throw on a little elo sight, I throw on quick draw and I throw on stock, and that class is pretty much remade in a short amount of time. And if I don't want that flak jacket on because they're not using stuns or sorry, for if they're not using nades and I realize that for second map, I'll take off the flak jacket and throw in a stun just so I have a stun, or I'll throw in a secondary, maybe the RK5, something like that. So I hope you guys did enjoy those classes. I hope it did help out. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down below. I'm so close to 100 subscribers. I think I'm 24 away, and I am doing a Control Freak giveaway at 100 subscribers. So I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Make sure you comment down below, letting me know how you like the video. See if these classes work for you. I'd like to know if these classes helped you play better. But I hope you guys have a great day. Make sure you live by the golden rule, and I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Bye.